Have you ever been taught to chase success and that failure is bad? Maybe by your teachers, by your parents, by your friends, or by people in general. They just tell you that you shouldn't fail, that failing is bad, that the only way forward is to succeed. And this mindset that most people have is the reason why most of them always fail and are mediocre. It's because they're scared of it. They're scared of failure. The only way you can truly learn and truly win and truly succeed is by knowing what not to do. And what do you know? How do you know what not to do? Well, by failing. So I'm going to explain to you more in detail on why you shouldn't be scared of that. Hi, my name is Charles Wolf. I'm a 17-year-old entrepreneur, and I actually quit high school at the age of 17, which was about 6 months ago. I'm still 17 now. And I quit it to become an entrepreneur, to start a business. At the moment, I was already working on it while I was in school. And I just realized that I wasn't going to be able to do two things properly. And the one that I chose was entrepreneurship, because I thought that the potential benefit of doing that instead of staying in school was greater. And I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. Nobody believed in me, although my parents nodded their head, because at the end of the day, I'm 17 and here you can decide to quit in the UK from 16 onwards. They decided to nod their head. I truly understood that they did not feel confident in me. They thought I was going to fail. And being completely honest, I did. It took me 6 months until about 2 months ago to actually get my first client. So I spent 4 months after having quit school without making a penny. No money. Society tells us that success is really the only important thing, that you can't fail. But I don't agree with this. I think that lots of people live flawed, mediocre lives because they're afraid of failing. So they always take the safe route. And the safe route is what everybody takes. And what does everybody become? Mediocre, average. You can't become great unless you're not afraid of failure. You can't become great unless you fail. You can't become great unless you're different to the rest. It's just, you need to recalibrate your mind to this idea. And when you're failing, when you don't fail, it's easy to become inflated by your own abilities. If you're always around people who are worse than you, people that don't put in as much work as you, then it's easy to feel like you're great. You're a big fish in a small pond. And this is also why people don't want to fail. They're the best in the place they are, and they want to stay that way. Their ego is they don't want to damage their ego. And I invite you to take part in a little bit of failure. And how can you do this? Trying things that you haven't done before. Maybe even starting a business, trying to get some money. And you'll see that unless you're like fucking Iman Gadzhi, you're going to fail. And even him, he failed. But we all fail at different paces and at different speeds in life. When I first embarked on my entrepreneurial journey, I thought that as everybody made it out online, it's easy. You're going to scale to 10K a month in a few months, and you're going to earn as much as a doctor before you're over the age of 18. And although this is possible, it's very challenging. It's very challenging. Doing average work, you can't do this. And I'm going to be honest, I'm not even close to that yet. But I'm trying to get there. It will take longer than I thought, but I'm prepared for the journey. And so I just really think that you should focus more on what you can't do than on what you can do. If you can't copyright, focus on copywriting. If you can't edit video, learn how to edit some videos. So everything that you do in life has a hidden lesson. Every failure has a hidden lesson. And the person who wins is the person who learns from their mistakes and changes. If you fail multiple times and keep making the same error, there's something wrong with you. You need to change. You need to analyze what you did wrong and better upon yourself. And make sure that the new action you're going to take will lead you to success this time. Or to better failures. Like, you can flop forward if you understand. Like, you can get into a business, it can fucking come crashing down, but now you say, okay, I have experience in business, I know these people, and you've flopped forward. So failing can actually impulse you into higher levels if done properly. And because of these reasons, I really want you to shift your perspective on failure. I want you to start trying new things. I want you to start a business. I want you to start maybe meditating, going to exercise, eating better, so you feel better. Because at the end of the day, you have nothing if you don't have your health, and if you don't feel good. I know there's some entrepreneurs who sleep 4 hours a day, who like work fucking 20 hours, and who don't do any exercise, and I just don't think that they're actually happy. I don't think that they actually feel good. And I may be wrong, but this is just what I feel about them. So it's balance, but you gotta be unbalanced. By unbalanced, I mean you need to put a lot of fucking work into what you really want and try to balance it if you can. And don't just take my word for it. What do I know? I'm a 17-year-old boy. Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, Nikola Tesla. All of these great people, great inventors, great athletes, great businessmen, they've all failed. The one thing that connects them all is how much they've failed and how much they've tried and how much they've persisted. That's why they're where they are now. And if you want to become someone in this life, you need to learn to persist, and you need to learn to love failure and to embrace it. So if you want to become better than the ordinary, you need to do things that the ordinary people won't do. So I challenge you, if you're a young man or if you're anyone else, to try new things, to embrace your failure, and to really try and succeed. And by trying this, you'll fail. It's not. You can't stop it. So if you'd like me to help you skyrocket your self-improvement journey, you like to talk about your failures and how you could potentially learn from them, or you just like to learn how to start an online business or how to quit school even, I can give you some coaching on that, then click on the link in my YouTube profile or in the description below, and we can have a 30-minute live coaching call so we can chat about that. Have a nice day, guys. Without a doubt, we'll speak later.